Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I got a bit sniffly then and my chair's a bit squeaky, and do not try to rub that off your screen. It's not on your screen, it's on my wall. I will try and address that today, but first I wanted to do an April Ascension guidance reading for the Divine Masculine first. Now, I have notes on the March Ascension reading. Very interesting because our well wasn't in the state that it is at the moment. So I was quite intrigued to see what the reading said and what the guidance was. And I think that when we look back over the month, because we have our readings, but we don't often review, especially when it's a monthly ascension, we're talking about your own inner spiritual growth, regardless of outer circumstances, okay? It's about you growing spiritually in all situations. So as a bird just flies past the window. So let's recap, but as I pull April's Ascension guidance. So in March, this is for the Divine Masculine Ascension reading. We used the Enchanted map and Making a Choice came out. Let's make sure they're up the right way. The Making the Choice card suggested that you take responsibility for your choices. You trust your intuition and you ask for signs from Spirit, and you will be led to the right path. Remain conscious and aware was the main message, but it was you've got to make a choice. Now I wrote down what I kind of stated, and it was, why is it so important that you choose the enlightened path? Why is it important that you have to make a choice now? To leave the crowd of workaholics and warriors. Okay. And the song Seal, Fly Like an Angel, came out. We'll keep this book. Okay. Next we use the chakra cards. Now what came out for the chakra? Workaholic. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. It says, communicate truths of your heart. By denying your heart, challenges will present themselves. Are you waiting to complete your career before you live your life? Is busy work making you hide from the real issues? Am I working too much and suffering from burnout? Is there something important that I'm avoiding doing? It says that your work will be more fruitful when you relax and have fun. There was a meditation to imagine completing something that you are excited about. Then you had to stretch out your arms and imagine that you're floating in water and the temperature is perfect and in harmony with you. There's a lady of the lake who's holding you in the water and you're guided to relax into her and enjoy. So it's definitely about relaxing. Let's see about this month. Okay. So what was next then? I think it was a spirit animal. Let's have a look. Yes, it's a spirit animal. Whereabouts are they? The spirit animal was the eagle. The song Seal. Fly like an eagle. Come through. Okay. Oh, that's not a spirit animal. Have I not? Oh, I have got the spirit animals. They're the angels and ancestors. Ah. See, your angels and ancestors are appearing as spirit animals. As animals. Okay. Now the eagle. Oh, I just saw the pussycat on the bottom. The eagle suggested that you seize opportunities courageously, relax and flow with the currents of life. You are to fly high through storms, recognise your own ascended aura, be very clear on what you want to achieve or manifest. You need to remain motivated so that when you are ready for action, you will move fearlessly and tenaciously. See setbacks as an opportunity to raise your game. And remain calm, centred and serene, regardless what you are presented with. Will you see your own divine splendour? This was in the month of March. Okay. Colour card. Oh, did I bring the colour cards? I did. You had Azure. Azure was about the protective blue light to surround yourself with. Azure purifies your aura and it strengthens your connection to the divine, leading you to discover your truth and empowering you to make important life choices. Protect yourself from negative and dense energies. The exercise was to breathe in azure rays of light and then to visualize an azure protective bubble around you and your loved ones. Okay, very important now, the meaning to that card. Let's have a look for April. Oh, okay. I think we've got a Heal Yourself card now. We had family and tribe from the Heal Yourself last time. Be discerning. I think this one comes in fantastic. I just dropped them all on the floor. Heal yourself. Lots to heal, isn't there? We're in isolation now. And this card suggested that you looked. It looked at whether or not you're selling yourself out. That's all I can see. Let me just pick these up. Is this card here? Be discerning with other people's opinions. How are you influenced by your tribe and family? How has past beliefs affected you? Are they outdated beliefs? Seeking love by doing what others want you to do? You need to have a look at your family loyalties, beliefs, superstitions. Face your fears of being different. A serious life view is re-needed. You might have already done a life review. I think it's time to do another one. Okay, you need to revisit that. Serious life review. Recognise beliefs that you have adopted from others. Okay, and we've got the April. The April Heal Yourself card. So did you have a good look at your tribe and family? Okay, what was the 6th card? Love and accept yourself from angel prayers. Let's get these out. Changing your habits and thoughts. You need to approve of yourself and love who you truly are. Look back on past achievements and give yourself some well-deserved love. Restore your faith and confidence in yourself. How confident have you been this month? So I try and do these cards off camera. It's quite time consuming, isn't it? Okay. Then we have, let's flip back, a postcard from Spirit. Okay. You had unlock your power. So the recommendation from heaven was to go the extra mile. There was an opportunity window that was open. You was suggested to go for it. Every step that you took towards this, divine would match it tenfold. Spirit was rooting for you to win in the game of life. Let's see what they want to say this month. Okay, now card number 8. Card number 8. Romance angels. Oh, this is when we got a romance angels and a lover's oracle. Now, the romance angels said religious factors were affecting your love life. So it was old belief systems, outdated belief systems versus recognising the spiritual path or adopting the spiritual path. It says outdated belief systems, religious factors are affecting your love life. Abiding by family traditions. What are you wanting from your relationships? That's what it was asking. What do you want? It's already picked up that you know, you try and find love by doing what others want. That's how you try and receive the love that you're craving. Instead, you need to love and adore yourself. Let's get an oracle. Ooh, there's one that's just landed on my lap and fallen on the floor. We had that one yesterday. I'm not going to look at it. The Lover's Oracle that you had was soulmate. I can see that one. Okay, and it said your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. This was about believing in your spiritual path. Number 10, the Mother Mary card. Our Lady of great power. I wrote down here, I am the love that is all that you are. Be brave enough to feel negativity and drama. Great wounding in our world that needs repairing. Recognising the suffering of our world means that healing can occur. So we have to recognise that everything's not all right. Change does need to happen in a lot of areas. So stay positive. Know who you are and what has meaning for you. Remain true to yourself and ask for help in recognising guidance and the courage to act upon it at the right time and in the right way. And we're going to end on a You Got This card. Now, I felt here, depending on whether you followed the guidance, the You Got This card was, tomorrow you will be unstoppable. And I just felt a whole lot of March was procrastinating. There's always tomorrow. Well, it seems that tomorrow's promised to no one now, so it's going to be interesting to see what this monthly's Ascension reading wants to say. We're done. We are done. Okay. So at least you can have a look back and kind of see how that may have really have helped if you had followed the guidance of March's reading. I'm just having a look to see what else, because I wrote down really things that were syncs, not so much what the card said, but things that came out. The songs were Seal, Fly Like an Eagle, 3030 came up. I've put It's Time to Make a Choice, but why? Why is it so important that you choose the enlightened path to leave the crowd of workaholics and warriors, and you are able? And there was another song, All You Need Is Love. And a need to know is your inner light is growing. Let's crack on with this month's. Okay. 13 minutes, 17 seconds. I think I'll timestamp that. 13:17. Am I going to remember? Jot it down on a piece of paper. Okay. Just for those that don't want the recap. Welcome to your April Ascension guidance reading. Okay, let's crack on with this. Let's start with the enchanted map. Seriously, you've got making a choice again. Okay, let's read it again. Come up last month. I said there felt like there was a whole lot of procrastination going on in March, making a choice. Let's go with it again. Repetition is the key. 30. I just said that it came out 30-30. I think I can't remember why I said it, but I wrote it down. You're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road and must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it, yet you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now, because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and travelled a few steps. Now, they said here about last month, match any step that you took tenfold, and I'm not sure you took like many steps, a lot of procrastination. Tomorrow I'll be unstoppable as our well kind of gets deeper and deeper into this mess. Okay. Trust your intuition, ask for a sign from spirit, and you will be led to the right path. So still this lacking faith, trust in the signs. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. So you've had another month of learning, a hard way maybe. Follow the guidance, listen, take on the guidance. So what's going to happen next month when we recap? It's like, did you take any steps? Okay. Let's move on to the Chakra wisdom card. You've got impartiality. You're going to have to look at some differences here. Look at it from another person's perspective. Impartiality, and you've got making a choice. It's kind of like getting on with your neighbours, okay? Everybody needs good neighbours. Bahana Beige. I quietly listen, allowing you to colour your own palette. The legend. Bahana is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. I'm just going to... The chair, I need a bit of a height. I think I need a stool. I shall attract a stool up. This is a bit higher than what I'm used to. So my back's kind of... I'm feeling that. Okay. I'm just back here for a minute. Bahana is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, two neighbours are arguing about what colour to paint their fence. Bahana gives each of them a can of paint and instructs them to paint their side of the fence to colour that the other neighbour wants. So I felt like it's like trying it on for size, because you've got two choices here. You can either choose to stay where you are, remain where you are, okay, or you can choose the enlightened path. You've had a month to kind of really think about this, and to deal with the signs and synchronizations. It's been a tough month, March. Okay. So this is like, try it on. You don't really know until you try. The positive life. She knows that when they can colour their world in the love of their neighbour's eyes, they will understand and accept one another. Okay. Inspiration. Take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. Personal inquiry. If I step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Key ideas. Neutral position. Allowing things to unfold. Standing in another's shoes. Uplifted communication. That's good. Uplifted communication. That's going to do you the world of good. Okay. This part, neutral position. There's a lot that's arising. And it's really important to not kind of lose your cool and to become judgmental. It's like, just stay centered, neutral. Try not to have an opinion. Very much watch before you react. Watch before you react. You're to sit back, listen and observe. Okay? There may have been a lot of reaction going on in March to a lot of situations. It's time to sit back now. Okay? And really listen. Still got this making a choice. It's time to make a decision, but you're not to have any fear. The key words are guide, open-minded and fairness. I might have to shut the window. Bear with me for 1 second. I have my towel in boxes here. It might help a little. So the keywords are guide, open-minded and fairness. Okay, here's your meditation, Divine Masculine. As a mist forms Take a few deep breaths. Bahana Beige beckons you into the mist. When you are ready, allow her energy and knowledge in. If something happens, then allow it to happen. But you are to follow, not lead. Nothingness is the goal. Open your eyes when you are ready and thank Bahana for reminding you to be with yourself. Come back to centre. Okay. Through the stress and the strain. Let's have a look at what spirit animal is with you. We've got the sheep. Act with fortitude and cooperation. Archangels Gabriel and hope. That's what it says. Let's find out about the sheep. Sheep, with their loving, innocent hearts, came from the Pleiades to offer wool and to share their milk and their joy. Now that's interesting because yesterday's reading picked up, you'll have to check out the date on this reading to work out what yesterday's reading was. Spoke about Joan of Arc. She wanted to remain in France with her wool, I believe. Just the wool keeps coming up. Do we need to crack on with some knitting? Okay, kill some time. So sheep with their loving, innocent hearts came from the Pleiades. I can never get that word out first time. Pleiades to offer wool, but that's a lie. I'm going to try from now on. Just never say never. It's just okay at the moment. Pleiades to offer wool and to share their milk and their joy. They enter through Archangel Gabriel's high-frequency portal of Mount Shasta. Like all creatures from this star cluster, they carry the symbol of the 33 petalled blue rose in their auras. So they and their products carry healing energy and Christ light. Through sheep, Archangel Hope touches people with optimism and helps them to keep their spirits high so that they can aspire to achieve their full potential. It is this noble service that enables these gentle animals to bear their current conditions on earth with fortitude. Sheep choose to live in flocks because they know that when they act together, they can do their service work of spreading healing to the pastures and people more effectively. They work symbolically for the highest good. Wow, now sheep, we'll be seeing a lot of lambs, won't we? Spring lambs. Bouncing about, leaping about. Which is going to be really good for our earth at the moment. So if you're out in the countryside, you get to see some sheep. Pay attention. It's like they're bringing our planet this joy and love and hope and milk and wool. Okay. So your guidance today is to cooperate with others. Realise that together you can accomplish greater things than if you work alone. Your aspirations can more easily be fulfilled if you act from the heart and the right brain. So open your heart today and listen to your inner wisdom. Visualise your goal being achieved with love, happiness and joy. Now the last month's suggestion was that you visualised, I can't remember what it said, like something that you've been imagining to happen has happened and the joy that you would feel, and then you would fall into the Lady of the Lake arms and relax into the ocean. So visualise your goal being achieved with love, happiness and joy, whether it is acting in harmony with your family or friends or working as a team with your colleagues. The outcome will be satisfying for you. Be kind, calm and centred. It is through sacrificing self and personal ambition that everyone will win and a flame of hope will ignite within you. Oh, how lovely. Think before you respond, okay? Try and cooperate with people, especially if you're stuck with them, okay? You might as well cooperate. It's out of your control. If you can't, like, up and move location. Colour card. You've got white. Lighten up. 24. You might be noticing feathers as well. Follow the feathers. Who knows where they're going to lead you? Get rest. Just takes me to like a duvet. Rest. But notice the signs and synchronizations. Lighten up. White heals your body as a whole, clearing toxicity and assisting with purification. White also enhances clarity and understanding and can be very helpful in healing skin problems. Bringing peace and comfort at the highest level, white represents integrity, light, holiness, truth and surrender. Lighten up with white. Okay, lighten up. The feeling of lightness is a magnificent experience. It encompasses innocence, purity and joy. White brings this faith that you are completely loved, taken care of and supported. Close your eyes and imagine that you are standing on the biggest, most magnificent white crystal mountain. Inhale deeply, allowing the clear white light emanating from this mountain to purify, energize and enlighten you. Visualize yourself letting go of all of the necessary baggage that you dragged up the mountain with you. How does it feel to be free of this baggage? Experience the ease in your body and soul as you look out from the mountain. Focus on circulating white light from the tips of your toes through your whole body. Feel your body softening and lightening up even more. You are ready to soar. Give yourself permission to soar. Say, I give myself permission to lighten up and experience ease in my body and soul. There's a big pigeon just flew, landed on the roof. Heal yourself card. Discover your life purpose. Card number 29. Little fiddler, yeah? A fiddler on the roof. Pigeon. Let's have a look. Number 29. Start asking yourself, what is the meaning of your life? As a soul who is having a physical experience, you are here to grow and learn. Just cover up that little spot. You are being asked to immerse yourself in this life by expanding, stretching, and understanding your reasons for being here. Nothing is impossible for a soul who is following her or his destiny. Your guides, angels, and higher self are constantly communicating with you through signs, feelings, people, books, etc. Follow your hunches. You are being given important guidance, which may show up via a strong feeling to travel somewhere, to speak to someone, attend a seminar, write, paint, etc. No matter how far-fetched your inner guidance is, you need to listen. Your soul's purpose includes a combination of experiences that your mind doesn't understand, but that your soul needs to process to learn and grow. Some of these experiences will be enjoyable and heightened. Others will be challenging and cause you to struggle. Oh, we've got a comma. Okay, let's go back. Others will be challenging and cause you to struggle. But through them, you will know yourself. Give yourself permission to focus on what really makes your heart sing and put your intensity of emotion into attracting what you desire. Okay, here's your action. The action plan. Ask questions such as, Divine Intelligence, help me to understand what is occurring in my life and how it is serving my spirit. What is the next step for me? What is my mission here? When you are asking these questions, you need to give yourself some time and space to receive the answers. The answers may come from a book you read, a person you encounter, or your inner self. Keep a journal of your insights. Keeping like a journal of our readings, our guidance. Excuse me. Okay, so here's your action. Oh no, I've done that part, sorry. Here's your action, just in case you were thinking about procrastinating. I want to go to the Lover's Oracle and the Romance Angels now. I know what the Lover's Oracle is, and I want to find out why, because don't be too hasty with your choices. It is time to make a choice, but you've got wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. So I want to say you really need to wait for these divine hunches, the inspiration, your intuition. Wait. Don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. You can't force anything to happen. You have to allow it to grow naturally. Look at these, like two trees melded into one. Romance angels, it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So you need to most definitely listen to them hunches. They're going to tell you when it's go time. It's worth waiting for. Your soulmate's relationship requires patience, as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will choices are beyond your or the angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate, we put worry energy out into the universe. The romance angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen to and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog, leading you along the path of answered prayers. Follow your intuition and trust in the timing of this relationship. Now, a guide dog, interesting. We saw the pussycat, we've got the sheep here. Okay, and you've got a guide dog. So if you have a doggy around you, there's feathers, there's the animals. I said the angels and ancestors are coming through the animals. Pay attention. I've advised quite a few people actually to talk to their animal about any concerns that they have. Like have a conversation with the cat, the dog, the bird. Talk to them, they want to know. Okay. That was awesome. And I think it takes us back to this making a choice. You need to decide which path you're on. There's a fork in the road. Not looking at another person's perspective. It's about, stepping into another's shoes. Let's have a look at what the postcard from Spirit. It just says, with love, Cupid with his arrow. Dearest Jew, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. Said that 3 times now in this reading. How it will send you in an uncanny way that seems unrelated, okay, to what you're being guided to do. Did that sound right? Okay, you might be sent in a direction that you don't think has anything to do, okay, with your desire manifesting, but it most definitely does. Okay. So we know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange. That's how we've got, it's worth waiting for. Divine timing's in charge of all of this. Allow it all to unfold naturally. You'll know. You will know, and that's the whole point. You're not sure. You still need to make a decision, a choice. But when you know, you'll know. You won't question yourself anymore. And that's the point you need to be. You need to lighten up, go with the flow. Okay. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. You're being told to cooperate with people. Okay, so maybe don't respond. Don't have an opinion. Stay neutral if you can. Just cooperate. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. So during April, if somebody comes forth with an opportunity, entering your life with a generous offer, you're to take it and trust that you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so much over here. So, look out. There's a generous gift on its way. You should take it. Let's have a look at the angel prayers. Transformation. Yeah, it's like, okay, this is going to be about testing your patience, your expectations, and going with the flow and seeing really what happens. You was advised last month to do it. Okay, maybe procrastinated. Lots been going on. All is forgiven. Always is. When you take that step, it's like you have to forgive yourself. Let's keep it going. Keep on with the Ascension process. We've got transformation, which is awesome. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. It's good to see. Discover your life purpose. It's a month of transformation here for you, Divine Masculines. Let's see what's transforming. The angels are encouraging you to see that there are many opportunities to transform at this time in your life. You may feel emotional or overwhelmed by your feelings or even angry. But please be assured that this is the process of transformation taking place. Your energy is now being stripped of anything that is no longer serving you, and you may feel open and vulnerable. But please know the angels are looking after your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Right now, you are a caterpillar, tucked inside its cocoon, but soon you will be a vibrant butterfly. The angels are here to acknowledge the emotional and physical transformations that have taken place in your life. They can see you more clearly now that you have released the old and dusty thoughts, actions and situations from your life. You are moving to a space where you are more comfortable in your skin than ever. You have transformed yourself physically and emotionally, and this is seen through the strength of your very divine and aligned spirit. Zadkiel's name means righteousness of God. He is the angel who brings emotional balance and helps us transmute any negative experience into a focus for love and learning. He is the keeper of the violet flame, a spiritual energy space where we can go to release and surrender anything that is no longer serving us. Ragu and Zadkiel are the angels of justice, here to bring balance and harmony. Oh, okay. Let's carry on. We've got 2 cards left. Should we do the You've Got This first, and then we'll end on the Mother Mary? I think so. You've got this. Take the road less travelled and you'll find joy. Our roads are not very busy at the moment, but okay. What road will you take? Going to join the crowd? Okay, at the moment you might have to cooperate with them. It did kind of take me to being like, maybe you want to be the black sheep of the family and not follow the herd, but this really did say, you need to somehow find your balance, okay, and be neutral and cooperate, even if you really don't want to, okay. You can just cooperate by being neutral, not having an opinion, not voicing those opinions, especially if they're negative, okay. It's like you're slipping into the easy life. You just want an easy life, a quiet life. That's quite a well-known saying, isn't it, in hectic households? I just want a quiet life. So take the road less travelled and you'll find joy. That's where you'll find the quiet life. Let's look what the Mother Mary would like to say. Our Lady of Radiant Grace. 33. Okay. With the sheep. 33 petalled blue rose. I wanted to sing Amazing Grace. Okay. How sweet the sound. 33. The descent of my grace changes everything. Your body, your mind and your soul are brought to life in new ways, and freedom opens up to you. Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Can you release your expectation of enslavement and control? You are my child. When you place your trust in me, I allow no one to harm you, no thing to confine your spirit. You are free to live wildly and expansively. There shall be no prison for your soul, beloved of mine. Your soul shall be in love with the earth and fly free. So you're ready to soar. Give yourself permission to soar. Like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. The nature of modern culture is that it tries to kill the soul and break the spirit. We are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, humbled into believing we are not enough just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status in order to have worth. The body is humiliated by comparisons and judgments, and the spirit is derided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, then it isn't real. You aren't in the real world if you believe in spiritual matters, and you are delusional and naive if you aim to live from love rather than from scarcity, power games, and fear. This is part of the test of being human, a big test at the moment on our planet. I can see why it says take the road less travelled and you'll find joy. I'm going to reread that part, relevant for right now. Like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. The nature of modern culture is that it tries to kill the soul and break the spirit. We are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, humbled into believing we are not enough just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status or order, into status in order to have worth. The body is humiliated by comparisons and judgments, and the spirit is derided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, then it isn't real. You aren't in the real world if you believe in spiritual matters, and you are delusional and naive if you aim to live from love rather than from scarcity, power games and fear. This is part of the test of being human. We were born to rise above these humiliations and disparagements, to become stronger than them, wiser than them. In doing so, we help liberate others as well, showing the way, a more authentic and healing way to live. We were born not to fear our bodies and deny our spirits, but to love the earth and fly with the wings of the Holy Mother's grace. I just really want to cover that up. It's quite distracting. I can see it out the corner of my eye. Or, I don't know, I'm not looking at the corner of my eye. I can just see it. Okay. So over the top of your glasses, when you look up at someone over the top of your glasses. I don't wear glasses, but that's kind of the look I saw when someone kind of stares up over the top of the glasses at you. Okay, right, let's carry on. Even with powerful and marvellous wings upon our back, and the perfect current in the air through which to soar into freedom and exhilaration, if we do not trust enough to leap, all that comes to nothing. And that's what I think last month was really about, procrastination. So we were born not to fear our bodies and deny our spirits, but to love the earth and fly with the wings of the Holy Mother's grace, even with powerful and marvellous wings upon our back, and the perfect current in the air through which to soar into freedom and exhilaration. If we do not trust enough to leap, all that comes to nothing. To live into our divine destiny, which is so much nobler, more compassionate, kind, emotionally rich, creative and rebellious than modern culture would have us believe, we need to trust. We need to trust that we are enough and that we are worthy of receiving. This is not some misplaced sense of entitlement or belief that the world owes us, or that the suffering of others only matter, if at all, when we have all of our own needs met. The spiritual grace of the Holy Mother does not revolve around immature tantrums or thwarted egos. The ability to receive what this oracle speaks of requires the genuine, heart-centered realization that the divine lives and breathes as us and wants to come into full expression through all that we are, unique talents and quirky visions included. Looking up over the glasses. For this trust to manifest, and for us to be freed from self-imposed prisons that would lock us into fearful doubt and confusion, we need the radiant grace of Our Lady. That radiant grace is sunlight, cutting through cloud and illuminating the earth in golden light. That grace is the joyful gasp that erupts from your lips when you witness a spontaneous, beautiful moment in the natural world. That is the grace that lifts us. We see that the door on the cage we once believed ourselves to be locked within is actually not locked at all. The grace is the chapaz we need to kick the door open and dare to step outside. It is the Divine Mother standing on the other side of the unlocked cage door that we have just kicked open, beckoning us to join her. She stands there in a lush field of wild flowers, hair blowing in the wind, calling to us. She says, "Come here, beloved of mine. Step into this wild world with me. We have so much to share together and with the rest of the world. Let's go rattle some cages. Freedom awaits all of my children." This oracle comes to you at a time when, whether you are conscious of it or not, a greater spiritual embodiment is upon you. This will take great courage to accept. You will not necessarily feel in control or understand some of the changes in relationships and life circumstances that happen as a result of this greater divine presence manifesting within your being. These changes are manifesting through the Mother's grace to allow for you to be free. Remember that freedom does not mean being alone. Freedom comes with a sense of living your destiny without obstruction. That will include having deep and connected relationships that feed and nourish the soul. Allow the Mother to flow into your heart and be with you as you trust in what is unfolding now through her radiant grace. Okay, let's end on this healing process and affirmation. You feel the dark red earth beneath your feet and it feels solid and supportive. A warm breeze moves about your body and the light is golden. You sense Mother Mary standing beside you, dressed in red robes flecked with gold. She smiles at you as though you are her oldest friend and passes you the edge of her thick red cape. The cape is heavy and strong, and as you hold it, the warm breeze turns into a strong wind. Together you run like children and leap into the air, lifted and free. Stay with this sensation for as long as feels good for you. When you are ready, your feet gently touch the ground once more. The red, rich earth beneath your feet feels solid and supportive. Finish the healing process with this affirmation said aloud, preferably 3 times. The radiant grace of the Holy Mother Mary lives within my heart, freeing my body and soul to thrive. I open now to the fulfillment of my spiritual destiny through her grace. It's all about that, taking that leap, but with the Divine Mother, with her red cape. So now you're being encouraged this month. Last month it was to relax into the waters, be held by the Lady of the Lake. Okay, so for April it's time to soar, it's time to fly, have trust. Okay guys, have yourself a fantastic month. You know to come back to this to bring yourself back to centre, okay, just to regroup. All the black sheeps, regroup him, okay, and I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, take care, much love, bye for now.